Motion Array just released their new AI voiceover feature into their software, and in this video, I'm going to be going over the new feature and testing it out. Let's get into it. All right, so if we go to the Motion Array website, you can see at the top here, you have the new voiceover tab. So if we click on it, you're brought to the voiceover screen and you have a lot of different voices that you can choose from. Firstly, I want to point out that you can change the gender right away. So if we click on this drop down, you can change it from male to female. There's even video categories. So if you're looking for a voice that sounds good for commercials, tutorials, social, there's a few different categories you can choose from. So for this video, I'm going to be testing it out for commercial use. So I recently worked with a boutique shop down in Canton, Ohio, and I have a script ready that I want to create an AI voiceover for. So I'm going to click on the commercials button. I'm going to change it back to male and we'll see some of the male voices. All right, let's take a listen. So to preview it, you can click on the play button of the first selected voiceover.
I need you to hear this. Your future isn't just something that's handed to you. It's something you build.
That sounds pretty cool. And you'll notice underneath each one, it kind of gives the name and also kind of some of the adjectives if you're looking for like how it might sound. So this one has a male voice. It's vibrant, cheerful, entertaining. Then there's Southern Charm. This is probably the one I might want to go for. Something more deep, reflective, and wise. Let's take a listen.
Well, I'll tell you, there's nothing quite like the simple life out here on the ranch.
This sounds pretty good. So I'm going to click on select. Once selected, it'll change it in the top menu above, and you'll see a text box where you can type or paste in your script. And at the top left, you can change the language. Right now, I'm gonna leave it on English, but here are some of the languages you can change it to. And next, I'm gonna hop over to my Word document and just copy and paste this text into this field. So I'm just gonna hit Command-C and Command-V. Once it's in there, at the bottom right, you can click Generate right away. And you'll also notice that you have characters. So right now, you can only go up to 2,000 characters per generation. So right now we're at 577. And at the very bottom right, you'll see the credits remaining. So this is based on the plan. So you might be wondering, how do you get access to AI voiceover on Motion Array's website? Well, there's a new plan called the Everything Plan. And if you're a new subscriber, you can subscribe to the Everything Plan and you get everything on the Motion Array website. Now, if you're an existing member like I am, you'll need to upgrade your membership to the Everything Plan if you want access to AI voiceover. Now, if you're just looking to create voiceovers using Motion Array's AI voiceover, there is a separate dedicated plan just for the AI voiceover feature. You can choose that as well. All right, so if we go back to our screen here, you can also change the speed and the emotion at the top right. So if we click on speed, if you want slower or faster, you can change it, as well as emotion. So if you want it to come across angry, sad, more optimistic, curious, or surprised, you can select one of these. For this, I'm gonna select curious. So I'm gonna turn that on and see how this plays. Because the big thing with commercials, you want it to spark kind of curiosity in it. So I'm kind of curious to see how this sounds. All right, so once I have my settings set, I'm gonna click generate and we'll see how this goes. So you'll notice that we are now shifted to the My Voiceovers tab. You can always go back to the voice catalog by clicking on this tab here, but you can go to your My Voiceovers tab to see the other generations that you've had. All right, once it's done, you can click play and let's preview this. So let's see how it sounds.
Welcome to Quonset Hut, Canton's family-owned gift shop serving the community since 1969. Quonset Hut is open 7 days a week and features a curated collection of new and used vinyl records, the area's biggest smoke shop selection, the best incense spread in town, home decor, and metaphysical items, the funniest birthday and greeting cards, awesome jewelry, disc golf supplies, pain relief products, and overall health and wellness support, fun and funky clothes, and so much more. You've got to come visit Quonset Hut to see it all for yourself. And remember, tell a friend.
So it sounds pretty good. I notice it struggles a little bit with the commas or the separation and the way that the type is written. And it also said disc golf twice in it, so it kind of duplicated the words. But overall, it sounds really good. I'm curious to see how it sounds if I speed up the voiceover a little bit, because it does sound a little bit slow, so let's change that and regenerate it. So at the top right, I'm gonna click on speed and go to 1.2x. and then click generate, and this will create another generation. And a pro tip, say if you generate it once and you want to have another option, you can always regenerate it by clicking the generate button. You can see that it kind of gives you a different alternative to it. So if you're looking for a few different versions of the same voice, you can just click generate again and it kind of gives you a different version. All right, it's complete. Let's see how this sounds sped up here. So if we click play.
Welcome to Quonset Hut, Canton's family-owned gift shop serving the community since 1969.
So that sounds pretty good. It's a little quicker, which is nice. And let's say if you want to use it, you can download it by clicking on the download button to the far right. Once you click download, it'll be added to your downloads folder right there. Now I'm kind of curious to see how it does with the other emotions. So let's take this voiceover and maybe make it sad. Obviously I wouldn't use it for the commercial, but just for demo purposes, let's see how the other emotions do. So if we go back to the top and we click on emotion, let's turn on sad and then click generate. All right, we're done. Let's see how it sounds sad. Let's play this back.
Welcome to Quonset Hut, Canton's family-owned gift shop serving the community since 1969.
So I can kind of tell it's not as strong, and I thought it would be a little bit more sad, but I can kind of tell the difference if you go back and forth between the two.
Welcome to Quonset Hut. Welcome to Quonset Hut.
Yeah, there is a difference in there. So you can tell the difference. It's a little subtle. Something I'd like to see down the line might be like an intensity slider of how sad or how, curious you want the voiceover to be. That would be a really cool feature. But overall, this is pretty cool. Now that's just one of the voices. There's several in this voice catalog section, so I recommend going and trying it out for yourself using Motion Array. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section. I do think having AI voiceover on Motion Array's website is really cool because Motion Array typically caters to a lot of video creators specifically, so it kind of becomes a one-stop shop. You can not only get your stock footage, music, sound effects, video templates, but you can also generate voiceovers, which is really cool. If you're interested, I'll leave a link down in the video description. Feel free to go and test out Motion Array for yourself. But that does it for this video. We'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.